Are you struggling to capture eye-catching photos of your products? I get it. It can feel impossible without fancy equipment. But what if I told you all you need is a window and a few simple tricks? In this video, I'll show you how to transform your space and create professional quality images using natural light. I'll guide you through finding the best light source, setting up your scene, and making the most of natural light for stunning product photos. Let's get into it. Understanding natural light. This is what you need to look for. When working with natural light, not all light is created equal. Direct sunlight, for example, can create harsh shadows and overexposed areas. Look at this photo. See how the shadows take over? Now compare it to this image where the light is diffused. Now compare it to this image where the light is diffused, it's softer, even, and highlights the product beautifully. The best way to achieve this? Look for a large window with a soft light coming in. If it's too harsh, hang a sheer curtain, use wax paper, 5-in-1 diffusers or reflectors, or even an actual diffuser from replica surfaces to diffuse the scene. That simple change can make all the difference. Side note, check down below for my free guide that goes over into more details about diffusers and reflectors, where to purchase them or how to make them and use them. Also, having hard shadows on your scene, it is a thing. Some people actually prefer that look. It's all about your preference, so it's not wrong. Timing matters. The time of day you shoot matters too. Morning and late afternoon, which is considered the golden hours, offer soft, warm light that's perfect for photos. Midday light tends to be harsher, so play around if you want that soft look. Again, the harsh light, it is a thing. It's a preference. It's all about what you like. Next, you want to set up your scene. Now that you found the great light, let's talk about positioning. One of the easiest setups is side lighting. For example, if you shoot baked goods like bread, side lighting will highlight the textures and give a balanced professional look. Want something more dramatic? Try backlighting. It creates a stunning glow and is great for translucent items such as drinks or glossy desserts. The key is experimenting with angles and see what makes your product stand out. Don't be afraid to experiment with angles. DIY modifiers. Sometimes natural light needs a little help. For instance, if shadows are too dark, grab a reflector or a simple white foam board. Yep, you can get the ones at the Dollar Tree, or not so Dollar Tree. I think it's $125 now. Either way, place it opposite of the light source to bounce light back onto your product. This small trick can instantly brighten your shot and make it look polished. Take, for example, these two images. One is without the reflector and the other is using it. The reflector perfectly brightens the darker sides of the product. Avoid these common mistakes. Overexposure and harsh shadows. Overexposures and harsh shadows are two common issues with natural light. Another issue is inconsistent lighting. Another challenge is when lighting keeps changing, like the clouds come and go, the sun peaks and hides. To solve this, try using blackout curtains to control the environment, and in this case, you want to work with consistent light sources such as a softbox. You'll thank yourself later when editing becomes way easier because now you actually control the light source by using a softbox. And as a side note, I like softboxes. They come in different sizes and shapes. I teach in the smartphone photography course that I'm using a 24 by 24 square frame softbox in pairs. And so they are collapsible, but if you can, leave them open and up so that when your time is ready to shoot, you just go for it. But they do come in different sizes. I wouldn't go any bigger than 24 by 24 or even 26 by 26 inch frame, all depending on space. Most people don't have the space to have like this huge soft box, but if so, of course, go for it. But definitely think about space, think about storage, think about the flexibility of you being able to pull it out to use it right away and put it away. Pro tips for professional finish to your photos. Use background. The backgrounds don't have to be anything complicated, so let's talk about the different kinds. A good background can elevate your product. You don't need anything fancy, as I stated before. A poster board, tiles, or even fabric will work wonders. If you want to invest in backdrops, I recommend Replica Surfaces. You can shop their collection at the description below. For instance, marble tiles create a high-end look and feel, while wood backgrounds give a warmth and a charm. Choose something that complements your product and style. In an upcoming video, I will be diving more into backdrops, how I started with backdrops, different types of backdrops, different options, color options, things will help complement and give you brand recognition. So stay tuned for that video. Editing is your best friend. Do not skip this step. Use an app like Lightroom Mobile for quick professional tweaks. Adjust the brightness, contrast, and color to make your photos pop, but keep the changes subtle. You don't want to overdo it and enhance your photo by too much coloring adjustments that it makes the photo look totally not real and unattractive. Another great editing software is Snapseed, or you can even use the editing software directly on your smartphone that comes with the camera. In the smartphone course, I'm actually teaching how to use the editing software already on your smartphone. So you just start with the basics, and as you become familiar with editing your photos, then you can upgrade to Lightroom Mobile or Snapseed or different editing apps like that. But most important thing that I like to do with editing is I love to crop my images, because when I'm taking a photo, I'm taking everything. The main subject, you might see the couch, you might see my kitchen, you might see everything that is outside the perimeter of my main subject. So cropping is essential. That's pretty much the first thing that I do when I'm editing my photos is I crop, and then I do all of the color adjustments and highlights and color correcting and different things like that. All right, let's recap. To take stunning photos, find the right light, position your product strategically, and use simple tools like reflectors or diffusers to enhance your shot. It's really that easy. And of course, you got to keep practicing at it. You'll get better each time you go in for the photo shoot. Trust me. If this video helped you, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. I post photography tips tailored for small business owners, so you won't want to miss what's coming up next. Again, I hope this information was helpful. Don't forget to download your free guide listed below in the descriptions. But again, I can't stress enough, practice makes perfect. The more you practice at it, the more you begin to recognize and realize what works for you. And then as you're doing your photo shoot for each of your products, you become better 1% at a time. You don't start off becoming this grand, fantastic, perfect, nothing's perfect, but perfect photos each and every time. It takes time, definitely takes time. In my photography journey, I'm still learning, still improving, still tweaking, still trying different angles, still trying, just like anything else in life outside of photography, anything in life, you have to keep at it to get better at it. So don't let your first photo shoot or your 10th photo shoot or your 100th photo shoot discourage you and throw you off track. You have a product that the world needs to see, but it needs to see it displayed in the best photograph ever. If you want to also learn more about taking photos with a brand photographer that will actually highlight and capture the best looks for your product, make sure to check out this video. It is packed with tons of information that tells you and shows you how to choose your branding photographer to shoot the actual photos for your product. Until next time.